I'll let you know before you try to go. Now this is my own show. Not a script or flip could make me stop, so just behave. I mean there's no escape. Let's hope you make that drop, because you really don't want to take me off. And oh, what fun. I will tell you what to do and you will get it done. And oh, don't run. You'll find your nightmare here has only just begun. Welcome to my horror show. Now it's starting pretty. Oh, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Are you reading the walls? Did you get my clues? There's a debt to repay for now. You'll do.
Welcome, one and all, to another adventure of the Dummies of Horror. This is episode 246. That's the one. I'm your host, Tim, and with me is the fabulous, awesome little mushroom. His name is Daniel, but call him Mushroom, otherwise he gets cranky.
So cranky.
How are you, man?
Not bad, man. How are you?
Oh, shit. Fuck. I just realized. We have to address something on the show right now.
Sure.
Are you okay?
With...
I know it's been a really rough week for you. It's been tough. You've lost someone close to you. And I was thinking about you all week, and the news of Pee Wee Herman passing away really worried me, because I know how infatuated and in love you were with Paul Roobston, or whatever his name is, Pee Wee, and are you okay?
Yeah, like, I'm, like, more okay than I was, when, like, someone, like, I did like Jim Varney died. But, like, when was it? Like, early in the week?
Yeah, the start of the week.
Yeah, I kind of forgot, to be honest.
Grief is a hard thing to control, and people go through it in different ways, so I'm glad to see that you're doing alright, but really, are you doing alright?
Better than Pee Wee.
Fucking hell.
I mean, that might be where he is, I don't know.
Pee Wee was a remarkable young man, and made great adventures, hated snakes, had a fantastic laugh that we could all relate on.
Loved the theater.
Oh, it still makes me laugh how much you hated Pee Wee Herman.
I just didn't think it was funny, and then people, like, absolutely adore him, and I'm just like, I just don't get it.
I think Jel, my wife, is exactly the same with you. I like him. I don't know why. He makes me laugh. So, for me, it was sad news that he passed away. But
like, I fully didn't get it. Like, he was like this... I was such a Tim Burton fan, and then he made the Pee Wee movie, and I'm like, I don't get this at all. What is this? And then when I was, like, watching Flight of the Navigator, and I think that's when you found out that I didn't like it.
Yep.
But it was literally just that, because I was like, he was doing such a good role. Like, he was doing such a good
performance
job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he just did Pee Wee, and I was like, why would you just be a completely different character?
Yeah.
Like, midway through, like, what is, like, essentially a really great movie. And I think that's what annoyed me, because I was like, I don't like Pee Wee at the best of times, although when you've, like, shoehorned it into, like, this weird sci-fi movie. But, hey, look, you know what? I actually really did like him in Mystery Men.
I've never seen it, so I can't comment.
And, like, honestly, for the most part, when he wasn't being Pee Wee, it wasn't that bad. But, yeah, just Pee Wee annoys me. I just think, I don't get it. I don't think it's funny.
Well, that being said, rest in peace, Pee Wee, Paul, whatever his name is. I can't remember his last name.
Rubens.
Oh, Rubens. Okay, not Rubstons. Quickly,
I can see it's been a huge week for you too.
It has, man. It has been. Quickly, before we on with the show, give me 2 seconds here. Apologies to people apologies to people listening right now, and for people on Patreon right now. We've had to reschedule this show twice already. I've come down with the sickness, and all that shit. And yeah. If you hear my voice is very croaky or you hear me coughing, I apologize. I've got some chest fucking sickness and it's really hard to breathe at times and I'll cough a lot, so I apologize. But I didn't want to cancel no show. So here we are.
He soldiers on like a little fucking codral.
Exactly. So here we are and we have an episode for you guys. Holy shit. We are fighting with fights.
No, fight.
I feel like there's a creative way to say this, but I don't have the brain capacity right now.
A versus?
Yeah. So basically what we're doing is we're going to determine which is the best horror.
6-way tag match.
That'd be cool. The best horror fight movie. So we've got Freddy vs. Jason versing Aliens vs. Predator versing Godzilla and King Kong. Mm-hmm. And we're going to determine which is the best out of the three of them. It's going to be a fun episode. Before we get to that, I want to take this time right now to thank a new Patreon supporter.
Oh, shit. Hi.
Yeah, baby. So thank you to Alan Bernston for joining Patreon. And Alan is now the next member of our Patreon who gets to pick an episode for us. Lucky you.
Nice.
So, Alan, I'll hit you up on the messages.
And I've not done a Patreon episode in a long time.
Yeah, no, we've got to get around to that. We've got the next Schwarzenegger for Dummies episode to do. And I think we're going to be doing another draft episode.
Oh, cool. I like the drafts.
Because we have to announce who won the last one. I know who won it. Luffy knows who won it. But no one else does. So
that's true.
Get over to patreon.com/dummies of horror to join up and get heaps of bonus content if you like it. So, here we are. We have a lot to talk about. We have a question. I have a found footage movie to talk about later. And all the other cool shit in between. So let's get to it, Mr. Mushroom Man.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Question of the week. All right, answer from the question last week. The question from last time was, who has...
Snappy segment name.
Who has the best creepy laugh in the horror genre?
Ooh.
And we'll start with our good friend B. Dramine, who says Mick Taylor from Wolf Creek.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I would try to do it right now, but I'll end up just coughing my lungs up, so I'm not going to.
That's right, and that's why you'll hear this edited clip now.
Oh, fuck off. Why? I hate it when you do that. Now people are expecting it, and I have to do more work.
They don't. They don't expect it. It's fine.
Zach Van Vuklis says Peter Lorre, who I don't really know who that is. So, cool.
But I'm sure it's very scary. So we're done.
Yeah. Zim Vader says, overall, it's a tie between Jabba the Hutt and Jimmy Carr. But in horror, it's Chief Brody. Okay.
Ooh.
I wonder if he means Chief Brody or Hooper, Matt Hooper. I have a feeling he means Matt Hooper from Jaws. Because Brody didn't really laugh. Hooper had the funny laugh.
This is a shark laugh in The Revenge?
I don't actually know what noise he's making. He's making a noise. It could be a laugh.
I feel like it's something he'd do in that movie.
Geordie Van Vuklis just has a picture of Jack Torrance from The Shining. So,
yeah.
Scott Crawford, Vincent Price. Oh, yeah. Vincent Price, famous laugh, the end of Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Heather Powell says Chucky from Child's Play.
I thought you were just saying Heather Powell.
No. She has a fantastic laugh. She's a beautiful woman. Lacey Lou says, Heather, I concur, and close second, the Crypt Keeper. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Crypt Keeper.
Jason Boyd says, Vincent Price, hands down. And the award for Answer of the Week, I'm going to start doing that. Should I start giving awards to who gave the best answer, in my opinion?
Sure, they're free, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to give you anything, but you just get bragging rights.
Well, the price is right, so yeah, go for it.
Well, Zach Davis came in and said three finger.
Nepotism.
No, it's because I would not pick him in the winner at all, but this answer is completely right. Three finger from Wrong Turn. The original Wrong Turn. You know, the skinny one?
Yep, the little one.
He had the fucking creepiest laugh in that movie when he ran towards people. Oh.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, yeah, he looked like a little runt too. Yeah.
I'll pay it.
All right. Question for this week. Hey, Mushroom.
Yes. Yes, Tim.
What's a versus movie you would love to see happen and why?
Ooh.
It can be any, like, I'm going to give it anything, not just horror, it can be anything out there.
Oh, anything?
Yeah. I want to see Darth Vader versus Jason.
This is so tough.
Take your time. List a few.
Zombies versus Pokemon.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I just think that'd be funny. I'm so stumped.
You can hold.
I'm trying to think of like Ninja Turtles versus someone they haven't fought before. Like they've done Batman, they've done like
Ninja Turtles versus Xenomorphs.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
What about Ninja Turtles versus Predator?
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Predator versus anyone is going to be cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, you know
That's true.
You know what I've always wanted? Aliens versus Predator versus Terminator.
That's some like fucking 90s ass fucking journal shit.
Dark horse stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how
Versus Evil Dead.
like I could probably see Predator taking out Terminator, but I can't see the Xenomorphs taking out Terminator. Oh, maybe the Queen could. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be a cool fight. Spawn versus Jason Voorhees.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That would.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And then there's the age-old fight, Wolverine versus Freddy.
Oh, that'd be sick too. Yeah, these are all good. I'd watch all of these.
So they should make more versus movies. I don't understand why they
should
don't.
make more versus movies.
It'd be great. Anyway.
Because big companies and copyright and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I know. Just merge together and make some money. You know? Anyway, that's it for question of the week for this week. Get us your vote. Get us your picks and answers in on the Facebook page. Right now, we're going to talk about what horrors have we done.
What horrors have you done?
All right, here we are. We're going to talk about the horrors that we have done for the past fortnight. So, Mushroom, do you have any horrors you want to speak about?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, wow. Twice in a row? This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hit me. Hit me, baby.
It's almost like a co-host a horror podcast sometimes. All right. Number one, I watched Malum.
Oh, finally. Okay, here we go. Scott Crawford's number one of the year.
Really?
Well, as last I heard, it was like up there for him, yeah.
Dang. And you know what? It's not quite up there for me.
Okay.
But it is pretty up there. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I really liked the thing.
Wow. Fuck,
Yeah.
that is high up there for you.
it's in there. It'll be top 10 for sure. Yeah, I just I don't want to spoil too much. Also, it feels like I watched it like a month ago, so I'm trying to remember very specific bits. But I very much enjoyed like all the culty stuff was cool. I mean, for it to get a 9 from me, it must have been pretty dang gory.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like, I think why I gave it such a high score is I was pretty unsettled watching it too. Like it actually,
Shit, really?
yeah, it got to me a little bit, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was a really cool idea. I thought they took it nice and firing off. You know, sometimes they have like movies have these like super cool premises and then they just don't do anything with it. Whereas I think this one did, and I loved all the imagery and the fucking I don't know what to spoil it. Let's just say the creature design, if that makes sense, was really cool. Like I really enjoyed that. It's starting to come back to me and shit.
Yeah. Have you seen a movie called Last Shift from 2015?
No.
So Malum is basically a remake of Last Shift, made by the same guy. I think he just got a bigger budget and wanted to do more with this story. I've heard a lot of people say they preferred Last Shift, and I think I'm in the same camp. I haven't seen Last Shift since 2015, so I can't really comment on it. But yeah, maybe give that a go.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I'd be keen to see where you slide.
But yeah, I super enjoyed this one. We'll probably be talking about it at the end of the year, or I mean, there's been a lot of 9s this year for me, so maybe we'll get knocked down. So
wow.
Who knows?
Shit,
but I enjoy it.
That's good, man. You're having a good year this year. I not so much.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched a lot, but what I've watched for the most part has been pretty decent.
Man, there's a lot of trailers and movies that come out that really have me anticipated and excited, and then they let me down. And one of those movies that I was really looking forward to this year is the sequel to Bird Box, entitled Bird Box Barcelona, which is streaming now on Netflix if you want to watch it. The story is, after a mysterious force decimates the world's population, Sebastian must navigate his own survival journey through the desolate streets of Barcelona as he forms uneasy alliances with other survivors and they try to escape the city. An unexpected and even more sinister threat grows. So
I almost watched this, and then I was like, I can't be bothered with subtitles.
That's fair. You can watch it in dubbing if you want, but why? So, you and me both really liked Bird Box with Sandra Bullock.
Where a lot of people didn't seem to. A lot of people were hating on the thing. So.
I do not get it. I don't get it at all. You know, that'd actually be a fun versus episode, A Quiet Place versus Bird Box. Senses fail.
Eyes versus ears.
Yeah.
No, well, you love senses fail. I remember your fucking emo friend.
I liked one song of theirs. But yeah, I like the original Bird Box was in my top 10 of that year. I fucking loved it, and I didn't get the hate for it at all. This one here, Bird Box Barcelona, honestly just felt like a cash grab. And
yeah, okay.
Look, I've heard, like, the horror turn, boys.
They're like, what if we couldn't see, but in Spanish?
You honestly nailed it. It is a little different. They kind of explore the lore a little bit. But it didn't work for me at all. Like, the Horror Return boys, I was listening to them talk about it, and they all seemed to give it positive reviews. And I tried to understand what they were saying with it, but it wasn't for me, man. I was really let down with this movie. The set
it's
designs,
almost like they were talking a different language.
Yeah. The set designs and acting are good, but it's everything else that fails. Like, I'll be honest, man. I didn't care for any of the characters. There is not one person to root for, which made the story for me dull. The twists, there's a twist to it. It's confusing and frustrating, and unlike the first, a lot of the kills are off screen.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a horrible film, but I just see it as an aimless cash grab and a solidly produced bore.
Yeah, okay.
I gave it a 4 out of 10.
Oof.
Yeah.
Bottom of the year list, maybe.
I think so, man. I was not impressed by it, so yeah. Alright, what have you got next?
Sure. Basically I'm just like following your coattails.
Sure.
Just kind of picking up the slack of what you watched. I watched The Wrath of Becky.
I am so intrigued by your thoughts. You're gonna hate it. I bet you're gonna hate it.
I went on the record as really enjoying Becky. Like, it was one of my top movies of whatever that year of Becky was.
Yep.
Right? I really liked how fresh it felt and how cool the kills were, and Kevin James is the bad dude in that, and then just like all the mystery and stuff. It was really good. Like, it felt like a whole movie. Whereas this
Fuck off.
I went in like amped. Do you know what I mean? Like, cause I enjoyed Becky so much, and I enjoyed the character of Becky, but, and I was like, I was pretty in for like most of it, to be real.
Yeah.
And look, it did some really dumb shit at the end.
Right.
And it just kind of felt like a filler movie. If that makes sense. Like, it barely felt like they had enough of an idea to really
make a sequel.
Yeah, like, it felt really undercooked and stupid. Like, they were kind of touching on like some weird, like, did she have like the flashbacks and stuff, or the like the fake out kind of sequences in the first one?
I cannot remember the first one.
I can't remember either. I don't think it did, because they really annoyed me in this one.
Yeah.
And
I mean, a horrific thing has happened since the first one.
Yeah. And like, she seems to enjoy it, but they don't really run up that. I don't know. And the ending in particular really fucking annoyed me.
Okay.
I'll say that much. And then there was something else that happened towards the end where like somebody fucking,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And that didn't do a thing, and that was very annoying also, because it was just like,
yeah, I know.
It just, and there was some off-screen kills in this as well, which annoyed me.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like this one had better kills than the original. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember the original that well.
Maybe I can't remember either, but I came out of this one, still enjoying it, because I kind of like the vibe of it, but like,
yeah.
Like, I still gave it a 7, but like a low 7. Like a Zim minus.
Okay.
But it didn't grab me like the second one, and it's making me feel like there's a third one, but I'm less excited for it now.
Yeah,
like,
no.
It feels like it's taking that sequel decline for me.
That's fair. It's funny how, like, you loved the first one and I wasn't a fan of it at all, and it's vice versa with the sequel.
Yeah.
I like how they kind of gave more of an explanation as to what the key was from the first one. That's why I didn't like the first one, because they never explained why they wanted the key.
They didn't really explain why they wanted the key in this one either.
But they explained what it is.
It's a key.
No, it's not just a key. I don't want to spoil anything right now, so I can't say.
Is it because it has...
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
I think I get what you're saying, but like it's a key to something.
Yeah.
But not in the way you think it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still, yeah, like, that's why I think the third one's going to be, like, the reveal of that, but the second one made me not as excited for the third one.
And what can the reveal be that's that big that can't be a letdown?
Literally nothing at this point.
A toy spider.
Yeah, and then it's like, what's the motivation then? Like, she's doing this thing now, and that they're just going to let her do that thing she does?
Yeah. I don't know. I saw it as a brainless, dumb movie. I had fun with it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It was okay. It was okay. Like, I'm not mad I watched it, but I'm bummed it didn't go above and beyond the other one.
That's fair. All right. The next one I got to watch is a new 2023 movie called The Flood.
Okay.
Do you remember a movie called Crawl with the alligators?
Vaguely. I didn't watch it.
Oh, didn't you see Crawl? Jesus. Okay.
I don't think so. Watch the Australian one, but not this one.
Okay. So The Flood is, if anyone out there has seen Crawl, the movie about alligators, there was a massive storm and it let like the entire town be flooded and then alligators came. The Flood is basically the same, except replace half-looking good alligators with CGI messes.
Oh, see you later.
And it's set in a jail with criminals.
Okay. So,
I will say that this movie was entertaining enough, but overall, this isn't a good movie. Cheap effects, lousy acting, and a story we've seen recently with Crawl, and characters' decisions in this movie that make you fucking scream and want to punch the TV. Also, how hard do you think it is to shoot an alligator, like, with a gun? Like, I've never had to shoot an alligator before, but I'm sure that if I had a semi-automatic rifle, I could be able to hit it maybe at least one, especially if it's in, like, 5 feet range of me.
Look, if you can hit a school kid, you can hit an alligator. Jeez, America.
Oh, fuck me. Well,
what?
I mean, you're not wrong, dude. It was things like that. It's like, there's like 3 people shooting fucking with semi-automatic rifles at one alligator and no one hits it. And it's like, it's right, what the fuck? It's right there. It's things like that. It's like, holy
Stormtroopers in training.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this was another 4 out of 10. I gave it the same score as Barcelona, Bird Box Barcelona, because I was more entertained with The Flood than I was with Bird Box.
Rough.
Even though it's much more of a horrible movie. But yeah. At least I wasn't bored.
Yeah.
Alright, you got anything else? Mm-hmm. Oh shit, wow. Go for it.
I don't know if I even count it, to be honest. I know we've reviewed the trailer a bunch and stuff, but I watched Sisu.
Yeah. Alright. Did you see it at the cinemas?
Do you think it's a horror movie? Yeah, I did.
Okay. No. I haven't got it in my horror list. Just because.
Do you think it should be on my list? Because I don't think it should be on my list. I'm getting like, I feel like there was no sort of, and it's not that it has to be supernatural, and it's not that it has to be anything like that, but it didn't feel like there was like fear or
no
horror was a big element of it.
No,
you know,
I see it as a gory action movie.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
Yeah,
it's tangentially related to horror. I'll put it that way.
Horror fans would love it.
Yes, I agree. I'll say that much. So, in that sense, yeah, it was fucking rad.
I knew you'd love it.
Like there wasn't much to not love. Like, really, to be honest, like it was, just like cool action sequences. Sisu is just a fucking badass. It's Nazis, so you don't feel bad. They were acting like bad people, so you don't feel bad. Mm-hmm. And just like, yeah, I guess suspend your disbelief for how much punishment a human can go through.
Yeah.
But, man, It's just fun. It's just fun. It was like Overlord without the zombies.
Pretty much, yeah. Or like John Wick, but gorier.
Yeah, like a gory John Wick.
Yeah, a better John
Wick.
Wick.
If John Wick like snaps somebody's arm and their bone flies out or some shit.
Pretty much.
You know?
Yeah. I'm glad you I thought you would like it. Most people seem to enjoy it.
Dog it. It was good.
That's mad. I got 2 more for you.
Nice. Go on.
First one is a documentary that is on Shudder right now. It's called Sharksploitation.
Ooh.
It's a documentary about
saw
shark.
that.
Yeah. It's a documentary about shark movies.
Yeah, nice.
It's
like shitty shark movies or?
Yeah, like it's got like everything. It starts off talking about sharks in general and like how the how shark movies have affected real life sharks and all that stuff, and with the shooting of Jaws and all that stuff. And
spoilers, badly.
Yeah, very badly. But that's not the movie's fault. That's just people fucking dumb. And then it goes into like every or not every shark movie, but a lot of shark movies and how they came to be and all this stuff. And
hits the big ones, I'm sure.
It does. And I will say that right now that Rebecca McKendry is one of the guests on it who speaks about it and all that stuff. And Rebecca McKendry, she's a filmmaker, director. She used to have her own podcast called Shockwaves with a lot of other people like Ryan Turek and stuff like that. And she has a new one now called Colors of the Dark. I listen to her a bit on her podcasts. But I will just say that I love Rebecca McKendry so much more now because she went and said that Jaws of Revenge is a good movie. So, fuck you all.
If Rebecca says it, it must be true.
It is. No, she has the exact same thoughts as me. She said it was a horrible movie, but she likes it. So, yeah. I think a lot of people...
Is she a director? Or is she just a...
Yeah, no, she's directed a few movies. Oh, fuck, now I have to search up. She did a movie last year.
Oh, she Glorious.
Yeah, Glorious, yeah.
With old mate in it.
From Home and Away.
Ryan...
Quanton. Yeah, and she did another movie called All the Creatures Stirring. Which is like a Christmas anthology movie.
Yeah, looks Christmassy.
Yeah. So yeah, Sharksploitation is a documentary about shark movies. I gave it an 8 out of 10. The only reason it's not higher is because I'd never have to watch it again. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time. Yep. All right, you.
Me, look, it's not really horror, but I watched Oppenheimer. That was good.
Oh, you think it's good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh,
like
okay.
It?
I haven't seen it. I don't honestly care about it, but everyone I've spoken to said it's boring as shit.
Oh, really? I quite enjoyed it. What didn't they like about it?
They said it was very slow and boring.
It's a long movie, but I found it very interesting.
Yeah, okay. What I don't really know much about it. What is it about?
The atomic bomb.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was something to do with...
Like the bombs they dropped on Japan and like the development of them and stuff and the science behind it, and Oppenheimer like is the dude who, like the main scientist behind coming up with them.
Yeah, okay. Should I watch it?
No.
Okay.
It's if you were sort of interested in like old scientists and Einstein and like Oppenheimer himself and things like that, then maybe, and all that history, but you weren't an art.
Yeah. Unless it has a big monster in it, I don't care.
It's got Florence Pugh titties in it for a good
Fuck
while.
off. Like actually titties?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Are you shitting me?
No, but I'm sure the internet would provide.
I will be back after this short commercial break.
Real short.
Wow. Do you is it better than Barbie?
I haven't seen Barbie yet. There hasn't been a session fucking quiet enough for me to go see it, dude.
Really?
Yeah, they're all fucking sold the fuck out.
Wow.
If not sold out, real busy. Like, much more busy than, like, I go see movies in. Like, for example, I saw Sisu and there was like 3 people.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
Like, probably the busiest session I've been to in a long time was maybe another movie, but we'll get to that later.
Okay. All right. All right, so I'll come in with my last movie. And it's Nicolas Cage's new movie called Sympathy for the Devil.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I saw murmurings of it. I can't remember what it's about.
So, okay, let me explain what it's about.
Please, man.
I'll just read the letterbox synopsis. After being forced to drive a mysterious passenger at gunpoint, a man finds himself in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse when it becomes clear that not everything is as it seems. This isn't a horror movie, so don't go in expecting a horror movie. It's, I guess you could call it a thriller, a light thriller / action / maybe crime. I guess it's not really crime, actually, no, but yeah, it's more thriller action. There's not much like Sisu, unless you think that gore is horror, then no, this isn't horror.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so going in, I expected, I for some weird reason, I thought this is a movie about Nicolas Cage being the devil. And
I'd watch that movie. Unless
there's a twist that I'm not getting, it's not. So yeah. Look, man. Got it. It's basically Collateral. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Collateral that we did. Mm-hmm. It's like that, but with Nicolas Cage. Okay. It was fine. I'll never ever watch this movie again. If you like, the only reason I enjoyed it as much as I did is because of Nicolas Cage. He plays Nicolas Cage in this movie.
I like when he does that.
Yeah. There was a lot of scenes in this movie that I felt dragged too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I gave it a 6 out of 10. I won't watch it again. So, yeah. That's Sympathy for the Devil from 2023. It's not even in my horror list. It's in my non-horror movies list for this year. So
fair enough.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I've got a chance to look at this week.
Yeah, I think that's me too.
Wonderful. Well, do you want to fight?
It feels like I watched a lot more, but I think that's because we had to watch 3 for this thing.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I forgot. Me and Joe have been binging hard on The Walking Dead.
Nice. I do want to do it one day, but man, I just gotta. It's such a commitment.
We have 3 episodes left of season 11 and the entire thing, and I'm kind of sad that it's almost over.
Aww, you gonna watch the new series?
Yeah, I think we are. I don't know. I've gotten hooked back into it, man. It's that good fucking year and a half long break really did us wonders. But yeah, I haven't even watched the trailers for the new series yet because I don't want spoils.
Are you going to do Fear?
I don't think so. I've been told by a lot of people that Fear is not as great. Okay. So I don't know. It depends. Depends if we want that itch.
Need something to watch. Yeah.
And I mean, if there's no Negan, then what's the point? Negan's.
There wasn't Negan for a good fucking 5-6 seasons.
But we didn't know about Negan then.
I knew about Negan.
Negan's the best character. Love him. All right, it's time.
I knew about the Whisperers too before you all knew about the Whisperers.
Oh, because you read the comics. Mm-hmm. Have you finished the comics?
No.
Oh, okay.
I need to finish the last little bit.
Oh, okay. You should
Maybe
watch
I could do that for horrors.
You should, and tell me about it, and I'll confirm whether that happens in the show or not.
Like, you want me to finish reading the series and...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, it's time to fight with different fights. We're doing like a major fight with 3 little fights.
What?
It's fight time, baby.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
This is where we fight! This is where they die! Tonight,
we are going to witness the most anticipated match for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Round 1. Fight.
It's fight night, baby. We have the biggest fights of the entire year. And I'm not just saying that. This is actually real this time. It's a massive fight fest. Freddy vs. Jason versus Aliens vs. Predator taking on Godzilla vs. Kong, which is the best fight movie out there. I was going to include Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, but it didn't have verses in the title, so I don't know. Just felt it was kind of
So no dice.
yeah. All right. Well, let's give our little reviews on the movies before we get into the fights. So, what movie you want to start with?
What did I watch first? Let's go with Alien vs. Predator.
Alrighty. Okay. So, Alien vs. Predator came out in, what was it, 2004? And I'll go first. I was so fucking pumped for this movie when it came out. Like, it was advertised everywhere, all on the train stations and everything. I was so pumped for this movie, man. Like, Predator, one of my favorite movies of all time. Aliens, I love Aliens. And these two going at it. And when I saw the movie, I was let down by it when I first saw it.
Oh, no.
And I've watched it recently. I've watched it since my first time. But not as much as I thought to. Because I always just thought, they could have done so much better. But luckily, then they did Alien vs. Predator Requiem, and that movie sucks an absolute bag of camel dick. And it makes...
You're like, this movie sucks so hard, it sucks some of the suck away from the other suck movie.
Dude, it honestly does. And watching it this time, I actually had a bit of fun. Actually, I had a lot of fun rewatching it this time.
Yeah.
It's still not perfect. Like, there's problems with it, but I just... Maybe I've just settled with my problems. But yeah, I had a lot of fun revisiting it. So, what about you?
It's got that nostalgia berries on it, I guess, for you.
Maybe, yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, this sure is a movie. Look, I don't remember any of Requiem, so
Lucky you.
Lucky me. But so the suck of this one still sucks for me. Unfortunately, I can still enjoy it to some degree.
Yeah.
But it does suck.
So what about it sucks?
You don't see very much. There's lots of off-screen kills. There's lots of, like, fucking that shaky-ass camera. You don't fucking see anything. It's all cuts and blurriness. Like, it was just... And the story is, like, meh.
I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. It's fun seeing the aliens fight the Predator. When the aliens are fighting the Predator, this fucking slaps.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them not doing that.
That's true. It's funny. It's funny you
that's
say.
Basically it.
It's funny you say, like, there's a lot of not seeing, because in Requiem there's literally a lot of not seeing. It's so poorly lit, that movie, that you can barely see anything.
Yeah, like, this is badly lit. And I can't imagine it being worse. And then they made a worse one, I'm assuming.
Dude, yeah. The second one is an absolute abomination. I fucking hated it. I don't know, man. It's not like a perfect movie in any way, shape, or form. I had problems with some of the look of one of the fighters, and I'll go on and say why in one of the questions, but
Sure.
yeah, I don't know. I just had fun rewatching it.
Oh my God. A lot of people really like this movie is all over the shop on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
Like, there's some 10 stars, and there's some half stars. But yeah, we're not scoring till later, right?
No, we'll save it for later.
Okay. I will say, did not hate, but definitely could have been more.
That's fair. To anyone out there that gives this movie half a star, you really need to figure out how you rate movies.
Yeah.
Because half a star means 1 out of 10 in my book. And this is not a 1 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, it had some cool moments. I like that they the net head thing.
Yeah.
But then it just had some bonkers moments where it's she gets the xenomorph shield thing. And I get it just depends what side of the coin you're on with that one, whether that's badass or insanely dumb. And
that was a little problem I had.
Cause it's wouldn't this be full of xenomorph blood?
Yeah.
Then she put it on and it was what? Anyway.
Yeah.
Cause
I get
literally, they show you that if you push down on it a bit, it's full of xenomorph blood.
Uh-huh.
So it's not a completely different thing. Cause they literally show that in the same movie.
Yep.
Where it's if you cut the xenomorph on its head, it'll bleed. But apparently this one's not full of blood and it's a shell.
Yeah, because xenomorph are like cicadas. They have shells.
But anyway, but that's still cool that they teamed up and they're friends and she gave him a hand job off camera or something. I don't know what happened. So
yeah.
Do yachts have ding dongs?
Maybe there's female yachts, so I'm assuming so.
Okay.
I'm gonna say fornicate in a different way.
Maybe it was cruising for just a handy or something.
Maybe.
It was hey, I saved your life. Can you at least fucking,
jerk me?
Yeah, help out, bro. I'm not asking for much. Look, I won't even watch. Just you go for it, and I'll look at this tree.
I wonder if there comes blue or something.
Oh, that neon-y stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's translucent pink or something, hot pink.
Okay, yeah, it could be pink bits.
Like Barbie cum,
Why are we talking about Predator's semen?
Because I'm here.
All right, let's talk about Godzilla vs Kong, the next movie.
I mean, if we're going to talk about dicks on one of the movies, it's going to be the one where Geiger had a hand in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, you got me.
The whole thing is basically just the xenomorphs are all big penises, and then the face huggers are basically just pussies coming at you.
No, they've got the fucking penis thing coming out of them.
Yeah, but when when you see an open, when you see that bit coming at you, it's a pussy.
Yeah, but then it's got a little penis coming out of it. I would say the Predator mouths are the vaginas of this equation.
Oh, in this movie, sure. I just mean design-wise in Geiger's head.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right.
The face huggers were just he just wanted someone to sit on his face. And who doesn't? You know what I mean?
No, you got a point.
But anyway, let's move on to less penisy films.
Well, I mean, we can still talk about penises, but I mean, King Kong's penis must be massive.
It would be massive. You think that thing was an axe?
Yeah. Who do you think has a bigger dick? Fucking Godzilla or King Kong?
Oh, Godzilla for sure.
No way! I say King Kong.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I meant King Kong.
Yeah.
I meant King Kong. It's just because my brain wanted to Google lizard penis size to body ratio.
Yeah, I assume it's probably like more of an innie goes inside. Anyway, what do you think about Godzilla vs Kong?
Lizard penises
there
evolve
we go.
super fast. Oh, they've got hemi-penises.
We're just going to talk about lizard penises now for the next 20 minutes. Yay.
What's a hemi-penis?
I...
One pair of intermittent organs of male.
Do you want me to leave you alone for a bit?
Hemi-penises are usually held inverted within the body and are inverted for production or reproduction via erectile tissues, much like the human penis.
Do they have like the cats that have the thorns coming out? So once they're in, they can't get out?
I don't think there's barbs.
Barbs, that's the word.
hemi-penis.
Yeah. Good old Barbara Streisand. Anyway, let's talk about the movie.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what movie?
For fuck's sake. Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh. Yeah, that's cool. I like the bit at the end where they open up a pizza shop.
Oh, for fuck's... Why did I do this to myself? Why do I do these things?
I don't know. Next we're going to do a Tom Cruise movie.
Oh, fuck off.
But like, yeah, I like this movie. I like this movie a lot.
Your thoughts haven't changed?
Yeah, look, I think it's taken a step down. Only because, and I know exactly why, because I wasn't watching it at the movies this time.
Yeah.
When it is on the fucking big screen and the sound is like pumping at you and you can like feel Godzilla's screams and shit. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I get you.
That's when it was like fucking 9 out of 10 movie of the year shit.
Yeah.
But when it's like, you know, I fucking paid for this movie and then the quality was like a bit shit as well. And I'm like, this is supposed to be like fucking UHD 4K or some fucking bullshit. And it's clearly not.
Sorry.
That's okay. I bought it because I enjoyed the movie. So like,
yeah,
I thought, you know, purchasing it legally would be the best way to get the best quality movie, but I should fucking know better.
Yeah.
By this point, really.
Hey man, we're in Australia.
I know. Well, anywhere really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you watch like some of these streaming services and they got like movies that are like fucking running with like 9 pixels and you're like, how is this the paid for version?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I get
Anyway, so like the quality wasn't as great, but yeah, but man, this one had lots of fucking monkey fights.
Monkey and lizard fights, yeah.
Yeah. And like it had plenty of them, plenty of big stuff fighting, minimal human stuff. Like, there was still a decent chunk of human stuff, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying there was no human shit in the movie. And all that shit was dumb. Extra dumb.
Yes,
watching it the second time round. But the first time, I was just like, human shit, whatever. Fucking big shit fighting!
Yeah.
You know? Whereas this time, it's like, I'd seen the big shit fighting, and I wasn't like, oh my god, he just fucking made Godzilla fucking choke on his bone dick. Like, so I wasn't like as cheering and stuff. So like the human stuff got through a bit more. And I'm like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
But still, you know, what do you want? Like, you want like fucking super factual science out of a fucking Godzilla movie? It's not gonna happen. So yeah, I'll stick by that it's a super good movie still, but yeah, it's definitely taken a little bit of a dip. But I think if they ever did like a fucking marathon, I'd go see it again. Like if they were playing it in the movies again, I'd go see it.
That's fair, man. I'm exactly the same with you, man. This movie's taken a dip for me. And look, there are scenes in it that's really pretty. The fight scenes are really fun to watch. It's the whole Hollow Earth part that I did not give a fuck about the second time around. It's like, I don't care. It's all weird. It's the human scientist part that, once again, I don't give a fuck about. Just let these fucking monsters fight. I just want to see that for an hour and 40 minutes. And I know you need story and all that stuff, but I don't know. This movie went down for me because there were times in the movie for me that it dragged a bit. Still,
I agree.
It's fun. In the fight scenes, it's fun, but yeah, I don't know. Alright. Third movie, Freddy vs. Jason.
Yes.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Yep.
If you have like a hard on for 2005,
2003.
well, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
right? If you have a hard on for the early 2000s,
Yep.
this is your fucking horror movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know it's got 80s icon villains and shit,
Yeah.
but it just fucking reeks of early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, the cinematic style, the extra quippy fucking Freddy, the, all the teens who are like all 28 and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it just, it's so 2003, and I dig 2003. It's so stupid.
So,
Like-
you like it or you don't?
Yeah, I love it.
I have the biggest love-hate relationship with this movie. On one hand, this movie pisses me off so much because there's so much wrong about this movie. For example, Jason was never ever afraid of water. When did this rule come in? Like, it's like this. It just makes me angry. On the other hand, it's I fucking love it. I love it so much because it's so entertaining. It's like the fight that I've been wanting for so long, you know? So
And they do it. Like, they actually do it. They fight a lot.
dude, I could speak for hours about the problems with this movie. One of the biggest problems I have with this movie is the director, Ronnie Yu. I don't know why they got him to direct this movie. He stated on interviews, I have this movie on like Blu-ray copy and DVD copies, numerous copies everywhere. He stated on interviews that he was never a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th, and he's never seen them. I'm like, why would they?
Why would you do that?
Exactly.
Again, that's such a 2003 move. Where it's like, we're going to get someone real fresh that doesn't even like this stuff. But we're going to do it.
Makes no sense to me.
It's like what they used to do with comic book movies, where they're like, yeah, I made the Daredevil movie. No, I've never read one of the comic books. No, I don't care about his character or the story.
But you think if you got that gig, you'd probably want to brush up on the lore or what's happening.
No, you get a dude who can like throw some. He's like, I need a character to do this. Who from the comic books can I get?
Oh,
And
fuck that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like they basically just get a lazy lore master and throw some shit in there.
But then you got the soundtrack to this movie, and like this soundtrack, this album, I listened to it on repeat
Yeah, dude.
for
Same.
years.
It was mad.
loved it.
I want to go through the fucking soundtrack list.
Oh, dude, it had everything. Spine Shank, fucking Il Nino, Mushroom Head, Slipknot, it was on there. Chlamyra. It had it fucking... From Autumn to Ashes. Like, bands that don't even exist anymore.
I miss Roaring Dashes.
Yes. So, yeah, I love this movie. I will always watch it when it's on.
But can I just rattle it off? I'm just going to go down the list.
Yeah.
El Nino,
Yep.
Kill Switch, Spine Shank, Mushroom Head, Hatebreed, Slipknot, Chimera, Autumn to Ashes, Seven Dust, Powerman 5000,
Yep.
Murder Dolls. Are you going to see them, by the way? Can I come?
Don't know yet.
See if you go, can I come?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me know if you get tickets.
Okay.
Thank you. Just while I remember. See the Stone Sour, Devil Driver, Sepultura, featuring Mike Patton,
Yeah.
Blank Theory, Nothing Face, In Flames, Lamb of God, Typo Negative. Fucking banger, dude.
It was. And, like, this is the album that made me discover Mushroom Head. And now, like, at that time, I was the biggest Mushroom Head fan. I've got their fucking logo tattooed on me. I loved them so much.
Arguably the best Mushroom Head song.
Oh,
for me, anyway.
Arguably. It probably is. It probably is. Mushroom Head got them. They've got some fucking bangers, dude. Not so much nowadays, but back then, 2003 Mushroom Head, oh, fuck. That album, XX, was the best. Another album I listen to religiously. Alright, so with that being said, enough about Mushroom Head. Let's discuss fights. You ready?
So ready.
Alright, some of these dudes, I'm going to admit, some of these are going to be tricky. I still don't know where I'm sliding, okay? So, question number 1. Which film had the better fighters? I know, it's hard, eh?
Now, are we doing like a ranky rank scenario where we're going like a 3-2-1?
Yes.
What does better mean?
Okay. If you could have a rematch. Oh, see that because you're gonna go off story. Which two people do you love the most? Which two fighters do you love the most? Freddy Jason,
Do I love them?
Alien Xenomorph, or Kong and Godzilla? Dude, this is so hard. I've got my bronze medal winner.
Like, which two would I want to see fight again?
I guess.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I guess you can put it that way. Disregarding story and film and everything. If you had the option to see these two people fight again, who are you picking? It's tough.
I'm gonna go just for the sake of getting on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Freddy vs Jason last.
Wow.
Yeah, AVP second, and I'm a kaiju boy, man. I love seeing kaiju fight. So just King Kong Godzilla.
I can tell you how this entire fight, all 5 rounds, is going to go. And I will tell you at the end if I was right or wrong. I don't want to spoil anything right now, but I'll tell you if I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
For me, I'm putting Godzilla vs. Kong in the bronze medal.
It's going to be opposite the whole time.
That's exactly what I'm hinting towards. It's so hard because Freddy vs. Jason and Alien vs. Predator, I love all 4 of them so much.
Like, I was thinking, like, if I had to watch an actual fight, not necessarily the movie fights,
Yeah.
but if I put the
two characters together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Godzilla vs. Kong last. Because then we're all dead. I'm going to go Godzilla vs. Kong last. My silver medal winner is Alien vs. Predator. And it's Freddy vs. Jason for the win for me.
That's fair.
Because I would love to see a rematch of those two, where we kind of got a rematch with Alien vs. Predator, and
it wasn't good. Do you want Freddy vs. Jason in Dreamscape, or do you want Freddy vs. Jason in real life?
Oh yeah, real life.
Okay,
real life.
He still gets some shit done.
Yeah, exactly.
In real life.
Otherwise, it's unfair to Jason.
That's fair.
All right, question number 2. Which fight had the better reason? So why did these two characters fight? Which reason was better? You understand? So let's discuss it. Godzilla vs. Kong. Why did they hate each other?
Because they're apex predators and there can only be one, apparently.
Okay. Alien vs. Predator. Why do they hate each other?
Actually, they've also been ancient enemies for millennia, and the Kongs have always fought the Godzilla things.
Yes.
Apparently, in this movie as well.
Yep. I never really explained why they've been ancient enemies. But okay.
'Cause monkey versus lizard.
Okay.
I don't know.
Alien versus Predator. Why did they hate each other?
I
They never really described why they hated each other. Predator just needed Xenomorph.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more of like almost like a Spartan thing of like the Xenomorph were the Predator's lions kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where it's like they had to go out and kill they fucked up a planet to make a bunch of Xenomorphs and then they had to go kill them all.
Yeah. But why was Xenomorphs? Why did they hate the Predators?
Why the Xenomorphs hate the Predators? I think the Xenomorphs are
they just hate everything.
They're not even hate. They're just animals, like, right? Like,
that's true.
They
like
just
lions.
breed and,
Kill.
Yeah, breed and kill. So it's nothing personal. I mean, they try and do some personal stuff in AVP, but like, really, what's scary about them is their indiscriminate nature. And once you're part of the, the Xenomorph crew sort of thing.
Yeah.
Once they like assimilate your DNA and you become whatever Xenomorph, then like, they leave you alone.
That's true.
And that's the only time they don't kill you.
Alright. Why did Freddy vs. Jason hate each other?
Sorry, do you want me to keep trying to explain why I think it is?
I can explain this if you want.
Okay.
Basically, it all started because Freddy wanted to come back into his hunting realm, and but he needed some help. So he contacted Jason from Hell to rise up and get some killing happening so that the fear levels would strike up and Freddy had enough power to come back. Problem is, Jason didn't stop killing.
And there were his kills.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the reason, like, all three reasons for fightings, I'm going to say, are decent. There's not really a reason that I didn't like. With that being said, I've got my pick here. My bronze medal is going to Godzilla vs. Kong.
Okay.
Because they never really explained why these enemies hated each other.
Disagree, but I'll rebut in my part.
Okay. My silver medal is going to Alien vs. Predator. I do like the whole mythos that predators need to overcome the Xenos to become warriors. I thought that was cool. But the reason Freddy and Jason fighting, that's my number one. That gets the gold medal. Because that reasoning is actually one of the biggest pluses I have with the movie. I think it's actually a really cool way of getting these two to fight. My opinions, but how else are you going to make these two fight? There were a lot of other stories, a lot of other rumors of how they were going to make them fight, and a lot of them sucked dick. This was actually one of the better ones. So
Okay.
yeah. All right. What do you get it?
Freddy vs. Jason is my bronze.
Shit.
I just think it's a petty, dumb reason for fighting. Like, it's just like, hey, you're doing too good at the thing I got you to do.
Yeah, because he won't stop. Even though Freddy said you have to stop now. And Jason's like, no, gotta keep doing it.
Yeah, but if you get a mindless killing drone and let it loose, like, what do you fucking think's gonna happen?
Yeah,
and
but
also,
Freddy didn't think about that.
yeah, also there's plenty of kids to kill. Relax, dude. Jason can literally get to one at a time. You can literally kill a bunch at a time in their sleep.
Yeah, but he's going after Freddy's victims. Freddy wants those kids. He has history with those kids.
Stupid. AVP second, because they don't really have beef. They're just doing shit. If anything, it's the Yautjas that are kind of being a cunt to the Xenomorphs just for fun.
That's true.
To me, King Kong vs. Godzilla makes the most sense, even though they don't explain why they're ancient enemies as such, but I like the Apex theory thing better for those guys, because it makes sense that they just like want to be one big like alpha creature who's the best. It happens in nature all the time, so it makes sense.
That's okay. That's true. I guess it's true.
Like, they consider they're such big predators, they consider the whole planet, you know, theirs. And they're, like, drawn to each other to fight until they find out who's the best apex predator sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So it makes sense for me. Again, like, if you dig the Freddy vs. Jason, you dig the Freddy vs. Jason, man.
I do. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Fight me. Fight me, motherfucker.
Oh, it's dumb and you're dumb and your face is dumb and I hate your children.
Whoa, that's taking it too far.
Oh, sorry.
You like my children.
Yeah, they're fine.
Alright, question number 3. So, let's disregard the fighters for the moment.
Sure.
Let's talk about the human characters.
I don't want to.
Which human crew was the best? So we had the teens from Freddy vs. Jason, we had the scientist people from Alien vs. Predator, and we had scientist people from Godzilla vs. Kong. This is tough for me.
It's not for me. AVP, Bronze, they were dumb.
Wow, okay.
I didn't like them. I couldn't give a fuck. I don't really care when they got killed. And also, like, the fact that, like, her and the best friends with the Predator was stupid. And made me laugh, but didn't really make me care about her anymore. And the fact that I barely can think of what she looks like in my head. I just remember it was a girl. All of the humans in King Kong vs. Godzilla are also stupid. They were less stupid than some of the ones in the first Godzilla and stuff.
Yeah.
They were the least annoying humans that I've found in these kind of movies, like in the kaiju movies.
Yep.
But that is a low bar.
So Godzilla vs. Kong is coming in with silver medal?
With a silver.
Okay.
I didn't mind the conspiracy dude. He kind of made me chuckle sometimes, but I totally get how he'd rub some people the wrong way. But all the scientist stuff and the other person stuff, like that whole family stuff, was stupid.
Yep.
And then finally, with the gold medal, I like stupid drunk stoner teens. That shit was funny. Hey, like, puts his butt on the glass. That's a winning joke. And then he farts. That's funny. That
so
makes
you're
me
choosing
like you.
the human characters from Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah,
your number one.
I'm picking the dorks from Freddy vs. Jason and Kelly Rowland being a bitch and running around acting like Beyonce. Hey, Beyonce, get the fuck out of here. Kelly Rowland, bitch.
Okay, so my bronze medal goes to Freddy vs. Jason. The biggest hate of this movie is Kelly Rowland in Freddy vs. Jason. I fucking hate her in this movie so much. I cannot stand her. And then you've got the rest of the cast. Monica Keena, who's like Laurie, the main girl, never gets her tits out, and it annoys me because they look so huge and yummy.
I know, they look so great, and I was just like, where are her tits?
Right.
And it's like, she's in white for like a good half of the movie too, and I'm like, oh, why are you in a bra?
Yep.
Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Yeah, you reminded me. Oh, yeah, I'm mad about that.
Also, just the dialogue and the things that they talk about. Like, there is a line in the movie where they're like, I think it's the character of Laurie who says, "Wait, Jason's afraid of water and Freddy's afraid of fire. How can we use that?" And it never ever gets established at all. Her saying that, like, at all. and annoys the fucking. I hate the cast of Freddy vs. Jason so much. Coming in with the silver medal, I'm giving it to Alien vs. Predator, only because I hate Freddy vs. Jason humans more. And then coming in with gold, because of the podcast theory guy, Godzilla vs. Kong. Once again, we're the complete opposite.
That's funny.
Okay. Next question.
I was like, man, I'll switch it up for this one, you know?
That's funny. Alright, next question. Overall, with everything said and done, which film is the best? Which film is the best? Yeah, you can go first.
AVP last. Jason vs. Freddy second. And King Kong vs. Godzilla first.
Well. For me,
I think this might be the one that loses it for Kong, because you're going to put AVP in the middle.
Why do you think that?
Just to fuck me.
It's not clearly you're going for Godzilla vs. Kong to win this. I'm playing it straight.
I'm really not. I'm 100% playing it straight. I think it's funny how opposite our answers are.
Yeah. I'm trying to play this as straight as I can, but I've got to be honest at the same time. So coming in with my bronze, out of the 3 rewatches, man, I was a little bored with Godzilla vs. Kong. And, like, it was one of my favorite movies of that year. But rewatching it, it was just, the fights are fucking great, don't get me wrong, but it was the human characters and the boring Hollow Earth theories and all that stuff that I did not care about, so. And, sorry, it wasn't the human characters, it was the human dialogue that I didn't care about. Look how upset you look right now. You look so bummed.
No, I totally get it.
Coming in second, Aliens vs. Predator.
You knew it.
And one of the biggest problems I have with Alien vs. Predator is the actual predators themselves, the designs. They all look so fucking big, like muscular big, that it makes it look wonky. You know, like the original Predator was athletic. These ones are like full bodybuilders, or they just have their armor's too bulky. And it just makes them seem weird. Also, I wasn't a big fan of his face when he takes off his mask. I'm like, something weird about it that I can't put my finger on it, but yeah. And number 3, Freddy vs. Jason, who wins gold. Just because I can watch it whenever I want. As bad as it is, it's still a cheesy popcorn film that I love.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, that's sort of what I feel about King Kong too, so.
Yeah. Alright, last question we've got. Here we go. I saved the best question for last.
Okay.
Which film has the better fight scenes?
In the movie?
In the movie. Do you want me to go first?
No, I'll go first. It's your show. You can wrap it up. I think you already know. AVP last. A lot of it's blurry and stupid, and you can't see it.
Yep.
However, the bits you do see are really good. Like I do like it. Like I don't genuinely hate any of these movies. They're all good.
They're all fun. Yeah.
Freddy vs. Jason second. Again, really good. Gotta love the Freddy slug snake.
Oh, I fucking forgot about that. Like the Freddy pillar.
The Freddy pillar.
Excuse me, Jesus.
So fucking silly. Yeah, and just like, you know, they're cool fun fights, and they do have like good fights and stuff. But yeah, like for me, I think I was ready for the fights to suck in Godzilla vs. King Kong, and they super exceeded my expectations. So I love these fights. Like they feel really technical and elaborate, like when they didn't need to be, and when I thought it was just going to be like big fucking slugs and tail swings, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But they actually had some really cool sequences.
I kind of guessed you were going that way. I kind of did. And I'm somewhat similar to you. Coming in last for me, Alien vs. Predator. I feel like we don't get enough fight scenes with those two characters.
I agree.
Maybe there is, maybe I'm just forgetting, but yeah. Number 2 for me is Godzilla vs. Kong. It's a lot of fun. The fight scenes are fucking great, but number 1, Freddy vs. Jason, because it's an absolute bloodbath when they do fight. Freddy's bitch talking to Jason is funny as fuck. I love the way Freddy looks while he's stabbing Jason to death, and the shit that they do to each other makes no sense. Like, Freddy stabbing Jason's eyes, yet he can still see. But it's just so much fun.
It's like, we're just going to do it because we can do it.
Yeah. And then you've got fucking Machine Head playing music in the background when these two are fighting in the real world. The whole pinball machine, as cheesy as fuck it is, it's so funny. Like, penny for your thoughts, Chief. All that shit. Like,
yeah.
It's just a lot of fun.
Tilt.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of fun. So that's my number 1 to win it off. All right.
And just for fights, can I just mention, because I watched it a few times because I thought it was so funny. Just when, like, King Kong mouth fucks Godzilla with the axe handle.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we never even mentioned fucking Mecha Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, that too. Because he's in it for like 2 seconds. But I just remember being at the movies and being like, whoa, Mecha Godzilla, fucking, oh my god, go off.
Alright, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the scores and the winner of the triple threat match.
Got time to kill? Perfecto, because it's time to kill. The Last Drive-In is back with all new double features poised to pummel your eye holes with more slime glopola, more insides on the outsides, and more jump scare heart attacks than you can cram into a normal human lifetime. Good thing we're not normal. Join us at Shudder's The Last Drive-In with me, Joe Bob Briggs, Friday nights at 9 on Shudder. It's gonna get nasty.
Alright, and we are back with the results of the fight. So I won't beat around the bush. Coming in with the bronze medal, we have Alien vs. Predator. We both... Actually, let me just go through the scores of us separately, okay?
Sure.
I forgot to do that, my apologies. So for you had, with a total score of 7, AVP, Alien vs. Predator, coming in last. Coming in second for you with a score of 9, Freddy vs. Jason. And winning, of course, with a score of 14, you had Godzilla vs. Kong. For me, I had, coming in last with a total score of 8, Godzilla vs. Kong. Coming in second with a score of 9, so 1 point difference, Alien vs. Predator. And with a score of 13, Freddy vs. Jason, the winner.
Oh, so that's pretty close.
So we combined those scores, and here's the winner. Coming in last with the bronze medal, we've got Alien vs. Predator with a total score of 16. Coming in next with the silver medal, we've got Godzilla vs. Kong coming in with a score of 22. And coming in next, also with a score of 22, Freddy vs. Jason.
So we pretty much did manage to, like, oppose each other so much that they end up with the same score.
Yep. So here's how it works. We need a definitive answer. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a poll on the Facebook page, and it's up to you guys, the listeners, to determine which is the better
the real winner.
Which is the better fight.
These never end well for me.
You may be surprised. So we've got Freddy vs. Jason going up against Godzilla vs. Kong. Which is the better fight movie overall? Don't be biased. Try and do a bit of homework and really get us an answer, and we'll read out that shit on the next episode.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Hey, do you want me to talk about a found footage film?
Nah.
All right. Well, I'm going to.
You know what? You know what? Go ahead.
Found footage POV. All right. Luffy, Mushroom.
Yes.
I watched a found footage movie, and this one is on Shudder right now. The movie is called Home Movie. That's
Okay.
right. It's called Home Movie. From 2008. It only has a runtime of 1 hour and 17 minutes. Remember that.
Short and sweet.
1 hour, 17 minutes. Remember that. The score on IMDb is 5.6 out of 10, and it stars no one that you would know. The story is...
They're my favorite.
The story is, in the remote woods of upstate New York, David and Claire Poe are attempting to live an idyllic life. However, their twin children's bizarre behavior, might just tear the family apart. Okay.
Like in excess.
Let me...
Oh, wait, no, they could never tear them apart.
That's right.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm torn by this film. On one hand, it's decent, but on the other hand, it features characters that I don't care for and found incredibly fucking annoying and stupid, and also character decisions that annoyed the piss out of me. Now, I understand that every parent raises their child differently, but there comes a time when parents need to discipline a child. If your child is showing psychopathic tendencies, then maybe it's time to get them checked out, but no. You know, these parents just like to sweep everything under the rug and just pretend, it's just kids being kids. I don't want to spoil anything that these kids do, but if you watch the movie, you'd understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's not it's not like kids are playing with fireworks. No, it's much more dark than that.
Okay.
It's only a short film, with a runtime of 1 hour and 15 minutes, 1 hour and 17 minutes with the credits. But I honestly believe 20 minutes could have been cut out of this movie.
Jeez.
There is a lot of filler with the parents being silly and what they think is fun parenting, but it comes off really cringe, and I just wanted these parents to go away. They were just, it's just annoying.
So curious.
The found footage style is kind of cool because it feels like a home movie with the camcorder, you know, the old homeschool camcorders that had the texts and stuff, and like the title reads that had like, you could press a button that said Christmas time with the family.
Yeah, I'm having a little looky-loo at it now.
Okay, yeah, it has like things like that. So I did like that style of the found footage. It made it actually feel like a home movie. But overall, man, it's not horrible, but it's not the best film I've ever seen, and it's not one I'd ever return to. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10, and that's me being generous. It's streaming on Shudder right now if you do want to watch it. Some people might enjoy it, but for me, it was very meh. So
Okay.
I would not recommend. So that's a movie called Home Movie, streaming on Shudder right now.
Short and sweet, like the movie should have been.
Yeah. It honestly could have been a fucking, Jesus, a 60-minute movie? Really? Maybe less than that. Maybe less than that. All right. On to fan questions. We've only got one this week because I forgot to post in the Patreon page.
Okay.
But this one comes to us from Zim Vader. Zim. And he asks, if it was your job to write the next film in the Halloween franchise, give me a brief synopsis of where you would take it. This is putting you completely on the spot, Mushroom, but is there anything that you can think of?
So what's the question again? If
it was your job to write the next film in the Halloween franchise, give me a brief synopsis of where you would take it.
Oh, I don't know. I really liked Halloween Ends, so I guess I would just really focus on that dude. And maybe, like, not even have kind of... Did he die at the end of it? I can't remember.
Who, Corey or Michael?
Corey.
Yes.
Maybe I'd have him come back.
Everyone hates you right now. Do you realize this?
I'd have him come back, and I'd have, like, it just really known that Michael's dead. Like, him do something like take his mask and burn it or something. And just, like, maybe kill people without a mask.
Do you know what I would do?
Just kind of put his own kind of, you know, flavor on things.
Do you know what I would do if I got to rewrite the next Halloween movie? It'd be a short one. But here's what I would do. I'd have Michael Myers kill you, and then it turns into like a POV shot of you going to heaven or hell, wherever you're going, and like Satan or God tells you that your room's over here, and you open up your door. Okay, Satan. Yeah. And you open up your door, and your roommate is Pee Wee Herman.
That's cool.
That's what I hope the movie. That's what I hope happens to you.
Like, I like Paul Rubin, so
no, but he's Pee Wee.
No, the character's still alive in everybody's hearts and stuff, so that can never really die. Yeah. Okay, no, here's my honest. I will be 100% honest right now about Halloween. All right. I wasn't. I was annoying you.
You're annoying everyone listening right now. Everyone hates Halloween Ends.
I didn't hate it, honestly. I didn't hate it.
I know. Scott and Heather liked it too, which is... I mean, Heather fucking loves every movie, so that makes sense.
Maybe I'd do like a Shamrock Mask sequel.
That'd be sick. That'd be cool. Do you know what I would do?
What?
Well, okay, if you can go back to the last 3 Halloween movies that came out, right? 2018, sure. Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends, right? I liked Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. But here's what I do differently. In Halloween 2018, they had this other character who was like the new fucking Dr. Loomis. Right? And he was the reason that Michael escaped. Okay? If you have a ghost in your house? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro. Like, a small apartment, so all the other doors are like super close. So if someone slams the door because they're a jerk, then you hear it. Okay. Sorry.
So they had the new Dr. Loomis, which they said, you're the new Dr. Loomis, which was dumb. He was the reason that Michael escaped. Alright, scratch that character completely, right? This is how Michael Myers really escapes. Laurie is traumatized by her past, and she goes to watch Michael be transferred, but she's so done with having PTSD over her past that she crashes her car into the bus, making it crash, thus releasing Michael, right? Then you have the other 2 movies of it being Laurie tracking down Michael and trying to kill him while he's doing a slaughtering terror path. And because Michael's the shadow, he keeps escaping her because he can't be found. She can't find him.
Because he a ninja.
Yeah, so scratch the fucking Corey part. Scratch the other doctor that had nothing to really do with it. And just have it as Laurie versus Michael. You don't need 3 movies to do this. Have it 2 movies. Halloween Kills is when Laurie kills Michael. And actually have a battle that's longer than 5 minutes. You know? And it doesn't have to be one continuous battle. It can be them battling over time. Like, he escapes her or she escapes him and then comes back to it. Anyway, that's what I would do. And I'm sure people will be yelling at me going, no, you need Corey Cunningham in the movie, otherwise blah 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 blah.
Are you sure you don't just want like a battle where like a 60-year-old lady overpowers some superhuman dude for a bit? Like just kind of shoehorned in at the end of a movie?
Well, I don't know. I do. Or here's another theory that kind of could have been cool. You know? And I know this is gonna piss people off, but I thought it would have been kind of interesting. The reason Michael was evil is because his mask is a silver shamrock mask, and he's been controlled.
That's mad. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Like, oh man, if that was the ending of Halloween Ends, I would have come everywhere. Those girls in front of me, come all over their back.
All just up and down. So like he dies, falls down, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mask comes off, silver shamrock tag.
Yep. And then the movie ends with
Credits.
One more
this
day
song.
to Halloween. I'm like, oh! I'm jerking myself right now.
That's the movie. Make that movie.
Yeah, yep.
And then
Anyway.
Corey comes along and picks it up. Nope. Did I wreck it?
No, don't wreck it.
Sorry. Sorry.
Leave it there. Less is more, my mushroom-loving friend. All right, well, that concludes this episode of the Dummies of Horror. Thank you to everyone who spent your time listening to us. And apologies for me coughing every second. I tried my hardest not to. But, yeah, I apologize. If you can, do me a favor. Go and check out our family members, our loved ones, our best friends over in the Padded Room podcast. They are the fucking best, and they're the whole reason that we have this show right now. There we go. Padded Room podcast. Go and check it out. If you don't know about it already, they are an amazing show, and we love them. Except Darian, because he's a big dick.
Hey, boss.
Send my love to Buddy and Jason. We will be back next fortnight, and the Dummies are taking over the cinemas. Not really. We're making 2 cinema movies fight. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're not taking it really. We're purchasing 2 tickets individually.
Yeah. So we're going to go see Talk to Me and The Meg 2, The Trench. I am so pumped for both of these movies.
Me too.
It's going to be fun. Well, you've already seen one, but don't tell us.
Don't ruin it.
All right, guys, that is it. Get your votes and let us know which is better, Freddy vs. Jason or Godzilla vs. Kong. Do it now. Bye, Mushroom.
Oh, bye.
Bye. Jeez. Damn!
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with